fans. Every night was full. All 3 years, we had a good team that could compete. So really, amazing memories here.
If it wasn't for Vinny the year before, would you have come here? Would you be afraid
Never.
to come because it was a
Yeah.
French community?
Yeah, I mean, not because of French people, but I just didn't know how to speak French. I didn't know how hockey was going to, how hockey was going to be explained to me in a different language when I had choices. It's different if you don't have a choice. We always feel for the Russians and Czechs guys. They come over and they have to learn a new language. They don't have a choice, and I had a choice to go to any league or go to college. So and Vinny started calling me, and then he told me how great the organization was, and how well they treat you, and then once I started talking to my parents about helping me out with English classes and a tutor and all that stuff, it made them feel, I didn't care about school as much as I should have, but my parents were very focused on making sure I was going to be taken care of that way, and there was nothing Mr. Tanguay and his staff wouldn't do. So once all that was taken care of, it was very easy choice because of Vinny, calling me, and I trusted his opinion.
Those years are so important when you grew up. You became from a teenager to a man here. So
yeah, I mean, you go from 17, and then 3 years later, I'm looking for an apartment in Tampa by myself. And 20 years old, and you're a pro now. So it was a great organization for that. I thought Doris put a lot of responsibility into me, so it kind of matured me a lot quicker maybe than other organizations, and I was felt ready to go and got lucky, and it took off.
How impactful was Doris Labonte in your progression here?
Yeah, when I say those 3 years, I mean he's the most important part of that 3 years. Mr. Tanguay was amazing running the team and the staff and all that, but my teammates. But there was only one coach, and it was his show. And I said it to someone else. He was a great coach, but he was a better people person, and getting us to play for each other and be part of a family. And we loved coming to the rink. He never embarrassed anybody. He made everybody feel part of the team, no matter what position and what role. That was his strong point, and that's what that's what I'll always remember. He treated you like a grown man, even though we were young and probably a little immature at times, but he gave us that respect.
Memorial Cup is a big event, so which advice would you give to the young player with the Océanics?
Yeah, I mean it's a big event, but you don't know. First of all, you don't know if you're going to play after junior, or you might play college, you might play NHL, pro. So it's very hard. Memorial Cup is very difficult to even play for because you only get 3 or 4 years playing junior, and maybe some only 2. So it's a very special tournament, and you got to try to block out. It's great they have fans and family, but they got to play for themselves and their team and those 20 guys in the room, and really know how an amazing opportunity it is. There's so many players in Major Junior that don't get to play for Memorial Cup, so and they get to do it at home in front of their own fans. So hopefully they really enjoy it and take advantage of it, and they don't worry about all the stuff around them.
And seeing the guys after 25 years, Brad, did they look alike or some?
I think everybody does the eye check first. Everybody looks up and down, see how everybody's doing. But it's great to see everybody. It's a couple guys played in the NHL, so I saw Sebastian and Uri. You'd see them the odd time, but a lot of guys I just haven't seen since the parade. It's hard to believe. So it'll be a fun weekend to talk about the old times, for sure.
Brad, that tournament itself in Halifax, you've been in a lot of loud. Oh, it's great. I haven't seen a lot of these guys in a long time. Followed some of their careers post Rimouski, and it was fun to watch them. But just to see all these guys and see all these faces and kind of catch up on where our lives have gone is it's awesome. It's great to see everybody. Great to be back.
Seeing the cup like behind you, does it bring back good memories?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I can't believe it was 25 years ago. It feels like it was yesterday, and it just shows. I tell my kids that enjoy the moments you're in because it passes so quickly. But We had such a great team that year, such a great group. The fans here in Rimouski, it's an unbelievable place to play. I was so lucky to play here, and to have the chance to win the Memorial Cup here was so special.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see the
Wow, that's a tough one, really. I just think how much I miss the game, and not just playing the game itself, just kind of being in the dressing room with a group of guys who are committed to one goal, and having that bond with your teammates. I think that's what I think of the most when I see it.